a sinner, left my lover crying on the dance floor. I'm a sinner.
Hello and welcome to Paranormal Sight, the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Some of you guys might remember my original review of this with Mike. Well, I'm playing this myself. Don't forget, if you want more spooky games, check out my second channel, Sinfully Pure, where I've got some exclusive spooky games going on there. But for now, let's jump in. Ah, you've come. You're here. Welcome, welcome. I have been eagerly awaiting your arrival. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the storyteller. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I shall be your guide going forward. Now then, before we begin our story, there are several things I must bring to your attention. Mostly, please get that spray for your throat. First, this game uses autosaves. The game will automatically save at regular intervals, so you may stop playing at any time. Saving is a very important element of games. It is the only way to keep your memories in place. If you do not wish to rely on autosaves alone, you can also save manually via the menu. Next, please look at the upper right corner right of the screen. This is the menu button. From here, you can check the text log, view useful files, and switch auto mode on and off. You can also adjust the brightness, volume, and other settings in the options menu. For instance, if there is a voice you would prefer not to hear, you can mute it by setting the voice volume to 0. Is there voice acting in this? Wait a minute, do I not have to do all the work today? I feel like screwing with me, game. I suggest you check the brightness controls and other settings now before going on. That is neat, I do like this. I will explain other essential functions when the time is right. There is one more thing I wish to confirm before we continue. It would feel strange to go on without knowing your name. Please tell me, of what may I call you? Anon-chan lives! I see. What? Wait. You're reading my Steam profile, aren't you? No. Oh, how rude of me. Please pardon my mistake. I was sure that's what you said, but it seems I was wrong. What came over me? Let me try this again. You wish to be called Anon. Oh, you know there is somebody that managed to freak out. I see, very good. I seem to have gotten it right this time. All right. Now that we've been properly introduced, let us begin our story. From antiquity to present day, regardless of how society and civilization evolved, death has been a constant presence that none have ever escaped. Presented by Anon, and it's not even on the screen properly. God bless you developers, you shitposts. Or is it moving? Oh, is it moving on the screen? No, it just looks like it is. Whether it is one's own or that of someone close, death is always a difficult thing to accept. This is an immutable reality, a value shared by all, no matter the age in which they live. Oh, I should not have used this voice. In fact, oral traditions reflecting people's fears and prayers regardless of death still remain, ghost spirits and so on. Similarly, in an attempt to defy death, many curses, rituals, and customs have been born. from burning spirit incense to summoning the souls of the dead. Some of these secret arts are still being passed down to this day. On that note, Anon, this may seem rather abrupt, but is there someone you wish to bring back from the dead?
Don't you start that with me.
What if you had one chance to use the secret art of resurrecting the dead, Grandpa? Yes, if you had the power to bring someone back to life one time and one time only. What would you do, Anon?
You actually let me save here? Okay. I'd use it even if I had to sacrifice myself. I'd use it even if I had to sacrifice someone. I'd use it if it came at no cost. I wouldn't want it. I'd do it if it had no cost. Look, I know how this rule works.
I see. Very interesting. Yes, that's what I thought you would say. What seems to be the matter? Ah, you want to know what this box that has been sitting here is?
Tiffy.
It's quite the curious thing, isn't it? This is called a color television.
Listen here, you little shit.
The world I will be sending you to is full of devices such as this that do not exist in the age you are from.
Wait, what? That's a CRT monitor. I'm not that oh god, I remember them.
In this era, color television can be found in nearly every household. They have something called 8K now. It's insane. That is not all, for example. If a person should wish to contact someone while they are out of their home, they use public telephones like this that can be found all over the city.
I'm guessing we must be from the past. Oop, I almost fell. I love the fact I turned the wrong way in my chair and almost went forward.
Can you imagine what life would be like in such a time? I'd be thrilled to have you continue this story, Anon. After all, that is why you came here, no? So let us begin. I have kept you waiting long enough. I present to you Paranormasight, a bizarre tale surrounding the curse known as the Rite of Resurrection.
Square Enix, do more games like this.
A peculiar yarn ensnaring 9 men and women in a fierce fight for their lives as it unravels. Some of the characters appearing within surely share your views on the Rite of Resurrection. I imagine those who have lost someone dear to them will feel particularly strong about it, clinging to it as their last desperate hope.
This is gonna make me upset, isn't it?
The first, I shall introduce a man named Shogo Uki. Uki. I'm just gonna say Oki, it's funnier. Is one of them.
Yeah, why am I using a controller? I could just use a mouse and keyboard.
Oh, I wonder what it could be at such a time.
Early this morning, the body of a drowned man was discovered at a park in Sumida City. Police have identified the body of Shogo Oki, a 25-year-old man who worked at a company in the area. As signs of a struggle were found, the Sumida police suspect foul play and has launched an investigation.
Oh, excuse me, please pay no mind to what you've just seen. Goodness, you very nearly saw something that would have spoiled the story. Just pretend you did not see that. Let us turn back time, back just a smidge, and start again from there. Do you understand? You saw nothing, motherfucker. You know nothing?
Oh god, I don't have to do the voice anymore. This story is a work of fiction. All locations, characters, organizations, legends, etc. that appear in this story have no relation to reality. Oki. No. E means no. Yeah, no. Shogo? Shogo, are you alright? Ah, it's a person. Hey, can you hear me? Huh? Hey, that's not the proper answer. Earth to Shogo Oki. What do you think you're doing falling asleep here? You just gave me quite the shock. Where's the voice acting I was promised? Come on, now up with you, up. Okay, and? I'm not crazy. No one else is hearing voice acting, right? Other than me. There. Excuse me. How's that? You alright? Do you feel dizzy? Have you a headache? Are your humors off balance? Fine, I think. There's definitely nothing wrong with my humors, though my head's still a little fuzzy. I didn't need to see the side of that at all. Can I make that go away? I'm actually curious. If the chromatic aberrations get a little annoying, folks, let me know and I will get rid of them. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Turn your head around a little bit to see if you can walk all right. When the game is in your control, drag around the screen. Okay. Oh, I can just use the mouse. It's gonna make the mouse pop up anyway. Oh yeah, no, controller for that. Ooh, it just sends my mouse flying across the screen. Lovely. Good, good. You seem to be fine. What a relief. No, I think that was on purpose, weirdly enough. Do you remember anything like where we were or what we were doing? The rite of resurrection? Huh? Wait a second. When did I tell you about that? I mean, I guess I must have, seeing as you know that name, but weird. Anyway, you still seem a little out of it. Why don't you look around a bit more? Look around and select things you want to investigate. You can converse with people by selecting their faces. Okay, everybody in the chat knows this joke is going to happen. That's Yoko Fukunaga. Good, at least I can remember that much. I first met her about a month ago. She's 23, works as a housekeeper, and is really into the occult. Get you a crazy girl. If I think harder, I can probably recall a little more about what's going on. We've only met a few times, but we've really hit it off. She's a lot of fun to be around. Get you a girl that's into the occult. I have no idea how she feels, though. I get the sense she isn't thinking about me that way right now. But I know I've got a thing for bubbly girls who are into dark things like the occult. Get you bad decisions. Where are we? Oh, right. This is Sumida City, Tokyo. We're at Kinshibori Park, near Kinshicho Station. Yoko brought me here, saying she needed my help with something important. It's just past midnight. That explains why there's nobody else around. Get you a girl who's probably going to kill you in your sleep. The park is near... Okay. Anything else? These telephone booths are all over town. The lights are always on so they can be used in an emergency. It's probably... I'm going to guess... Okay, so... You have colored TV, so 70s, 80s, or 90s. So that's around the time we're picking. That's an interesting looking playground. I bet it's crawling with kids during the daytime, but it's kind of peaceful here at night. Yikes, that was close. If we died before we got our hands on the rite of resurrection, everything would be over before it started. Let me think, what can I remember? Okay, her name is Yoko Fukunaga. We met about a month ago. What's the deal with this park? What's Square Enix do more horror? It was around noon and one of my days off. I had just finished running some errands in Kinoshicho. I'll get that eventually. And was taking a quick break. I was just looking around absent-mindedly. I like how this is done. I think this is one of the indie teams from Square Enix that did this. Why are there ghost children around? When I noticed this girl loitering about, she was digging up holes in the sandbox and searching around the playground. She seemed to be enjoying herself, talking to the animal figures and petting them on their heads. My curiosity got the better of me before long, and I struck up a conversation. I cannot talk. Hey, are you looking for something? I'm going to lower that just a smidgy, would you? Jesus. I don't think I can. That means this is going to get real loud if they start talking. Aw, sorry, I must look like a total weirdo. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm looking for something. If you want, I could give you a hand. Really? I mean, that'd be a huge help, but... Are you really just a good Samaritan? Or are you after, something else? Damn! Don't read my mind. Huh? Definitely the other thing. I need to see what the response to that is, actually. You're funny. Hey, at least you're upfront about it. Okay, I guess I'll let you help me. Be warned, you might regret what you've gotten yourself into. Get you a girl that's into the occult. No worries. What are you looking for anyway? Did you lose a bracelet or something? Oh no, I'm looking for dead bodies. I mean, not exactly. I'm searching for one of the 7 mysteries. Oh, we have another game like that. Supposedly, this is the location of the Whispering Canal. So those are insanely popular, by the way, the 7 mysteries in Japan. We've got a few games like that. The what? Now I've done it. I bet you think I'm some kind of lunatic. The 7 mysteries of Honjo. Do you know anything about it? I figured everyone around here would have at least heard of it, but I guess not. Honjo is what the southern part of Sumida is called. A long time ago, this part of Tokyo was split into 2 separate cities. The northern part was Mukojima, and the south part was Honjo. Huh. Am I boring you? Well, I'm not a local or anything. I just work around here. Oh, then no wonder you didn't know. Well, the 7 mysteries of Honjo is a legend dating all the way back to the Edo period. Or Edo, because I know we're going to get people about that. Really? It's that old? That's like over 200 years ago. Oh, I've got your attention after all. I just assumed it was one of those fake stories made up to chase the occult craze. I don't blame you. A lot of the popular stories going around are pretty fishy. But the 7 mysteries of Honjo are different because they're all true. So is every other one, darling. They're true? That's what I said. They're the real deal. So hold on, what does that mean? Are you telling me there's actually paranormal stuff at work in this park? Yep, pretty much. But there's gotta be more to it. After all I've done, I still haven't found anything. That was the first time I met Yoko. Look, we don't have to keep saying the full name. We exchanged contact information, and we've talked on the phone a few times since. We've even met in person once or twice. But she never brought up the 7 mysteries of Honjo again. I figured she'd gotten bored of it. Until today, when all of a sudden she decided to resume her search. Huh? Wait a second. Where did Yoko go? Damn it! You can't leave her alone for 5 seconds. According to Yoko, the Whispering Canal, one of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, is around here somewhere. It's apparently the story of the expression left at the canal originally comes from. I think I left myself a note about it. I should check my files. An enduring superstition, formerly known as Kinshibori. Whoop, blah, 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 blah. You just don't go down slow, do you? Many fishermen once gathered on this section of the canal that ran through Honjo. As their days came to a close and the fishermen gathered up their catches, a terrifying voice call would rise up from the canal, whispering, "Leave it behind, leave it behind." Those who ignored the voice found themselves unable to move, and their previously full baskets of fish emptied. They would then be dragged into the canal, into he canal. It knows its pronouns, at least. Never to return. Square Enix, how did you not catch that one? This strange phenomenon continued to occur, and the people began to call this body of water the Whispering Canal. Maybe we can get... Paranormal phenomenon. Okay, I'm trying... Yeah, okay. So we aren't going to go through all of those right now because I might die. Did I miss the one we need to actually look at? There she is. She's back to digging up holes in the sandbox and searching around the playground. She seems to be enjoying herself, talking to the animal figures and petting them on their heads. No animals need that much petting. You're just mad that you're not one of the pets. Jeez. That's right. She asked me to come here to help her look for one of the 7 mysteries. Actually, I think I did some research and okay, you're gonna make me read that. Okay. Okay, so it actually did just fucking stick them all there. Perfect. Alright, let's do this, folks. The Fool's Procession, which I've actually heard this one before. This is an older one. An enduring superstition. A mysterious tale regaling an encounter by a daimyo at his residence in Honjo's Ushujima, now Kamagata High School. When walking around his estate, he heard the sound of music, much like that of a kagura performance. No, don't you dare do that. He commanded his people to find the source, but no matter how much they searched, the music would fade when one neared the Warigusai Canal. The source of the sound was never located. This story is also known as the Procession of the Tanuki, as many were in belief that it might have been those mischievous tricksters behind it all. I've also heard it as the Procession of Yokai. It's got a couple of different names. That's an older one. The Beckoning Light. While walking along the road near Honji at night, one might spot a hazy lantern light up ahead despite there being no one around. Yes, Tom Nook did it. He's always been that evil. He's got to find that money somehow. Following it, well, I love the fact, by the way, that Nintendo just fully goes in on that joke. They know. Following it will cause it to go out suddenly when getting near, but just when one fears the darkness might swallow them up, another light will appear further ahead, as if guiding one who sees it. Some say the flames is benevolent, leading people to their homes, while others believe it is a monster leading people astray. Some even believe that it is a vengeful spirit of people who have died, luring the lost to the land of the dead. These are actual stories, by the way. I've heard a bunch of these before. The Haunting Clappers. Clap them ass. Okay. As the evening bell rings in Iracho, near present-day Shumoku Bridge, man, that thing is very temperamental. A night watchman patrols the dark streets and announces his presence by shouting warnings about fires, all while striking his wooden clappers. But tonight the sound of another set of clappers answers back. He curiously claps his clappers together again. Clack, clack. The echo answers again, but no matter how hard he searches for the source of this second pair of clappers, he never finds it. Some say it was the work of a mischievous tanuki or kitsune, while others say it was a warning from the spirits of people who had lost their lives in a terrible fire. Ooh. Lemonade and voice acting is a very bad decision, folks. The Evergreen Beach. Once upon a time in North Okurabashi, a beautiful beech tree stood in the garden of Lord Shinden's residence, now known as the former Yasuda Gardens. It was so impressive that the house became known among the people as the beach residence. Somehow, no one had ever seen a single leaf fall from the tree. As rumors spread of the eternally green tree, it became known as the Evergreen Beach. But I don't think I'm saying that right, but I'm not sure how that tree is actually pronounced. However, this particular species of tree is actually an evergreen, so the lack of fallen leaves was nothing out of the ordinary. It has led people to say that the strangest part of this legend is the fact that it even became a legend at all. That's the weakest one. Taiko of Sugaru. There once wasn't a daimyo from the Hirosaki domain of Sugaru who built a residence in Midoricho. Trying here. Midoricho. Why? This is the one that I got hung up on. This word. Midori. Why though? Midoro. Wow, really? This is the one? Oh, sound it out. Shut up, chat. It's Midoricho. It's Midoricho. Yes! I have no idea why that hung me up so bad. Something in my brain, I think, was trying to switch the O and the I. On a large piece of land, on this estate was an almost 8-meter tall tower that served as a lookout for fires. Only a designated firefighter was allowed to use the large drum that resided atop the tower in the event of a fire. While most towers use wooden blocks to sound the fire alarm, for some reason this residence was permitted to use drums. The residence and its special privileges led to much speculation and gossip among the townsfolk. The Foot-Washing Mansion. Japan, you're weird. Just so you know. This is the story of something that occurred in the dead of night in a residence in Mikisacho, modern-day South Warigusai Street in Kamazawa. A foul-smelling wind rattled the house. Suddenly, a giant foot drenched in blood smashed through the ceiling. "Wash!" it commanded. After the servants carefully washed the foot, it returned from whence it came, fixing the roof it had broken. The man who had been visited by the foot every night asked a friend to trade houses with him. That night, the foot stopped appearing. Japan, why though? Oh, we still have some. The One-Sided Reed. There was once an infamous rogue by the name of Tomezu, who fell for a woman named Okama. Okama, I got it. Okama. Tomezo persistently chased after Okama, attempting to win her heart over and over again, but she rejected his advances each time. Enraged by her indifference to him, Tomezo brought a dagger to a canal near Rigoku Bridge and attacked Okama. You know what? The Okama spear. He cut the arm and leg off one side of her body and threw them into the canal. Ever since then, the reeds growing along the canal have only sprouted leaves on one side. Oh God, final one. The ever-burning lantern. There's a joke, but I am going to be a good girl and not make it about chosen people. On a bone-chilling winter's night, one may happen upon a soba cart along the canal known as South Warigusai. But there is something strange about this cart. No matter when one might visit, its owner is nowhere to be found. Yet the lantern that hangs from it stays perpetually lit, burning brightly, even with no oil to fuel it. Should one attempt to put out the flame, it immediately roars back to life. However, there is also the tale of the never-burning lantern. Another telling of this story in which the soba cart's lantern always remains dark, refusing to be lit. Look, I'm just mad I'm not getting soba. I'm just gonna be banging on the soba cart demanding some soba. I don't care about the lantern. Oh wait, she's coming back this way. Hey, what was that just now? Huh? Were you just reading out loud badly? Didn't you hear that? Now that you mention it. I did feel like I heard something. I'm not too sure, though. That was creepy. That was creepy. But your special talent, you should have been able to hear it. Pay closer attention for me, okay? My special talent? What the hell are you talking about? Huh? I mean your spirit sense. You look like you... I mean your spirit sense. You look like you can handle your liquor. Huh? I have no idea what drinking has to do with it, but I don't think so. Well, you must. I mean, you can see... I was right! Oh, no! She's dead, isn't she? No, she's screwing with us. She's gotta be. Huh? I don't know how she's so comfortable talking about spirits and the paranormal at this time of night. Either she's got guts or she's just used to it, unless... No, it can't be. You have been hitting on an occult ghost. Hot damn. It's gotten late, really late. It's actually already past 1 a.m. There's a chill in the air, but I guess that's normal for this time of year. Or so I keep telling myself. I'll lower the sound effects just a smidgy-widgy. Or 0, that works too. I mean, we can work with 0. We don't want to work with 0. I'm actually curious. Oh, that changes the size. Yeah, no, don't. See you, Tenchi. So if you are a patron or supporter as a YouTube member here or on my second channel, or subscribe to our members and stuff like that, then you can join our Discord and watch these kind of videos live when I'm recording it. That's an interesting looking playground. I bet it's okay. So that's the same. Gotten most of my memories back, but I still feel a bit out of it. You ghost? Wait. You're kidding, right? About what? I mean, just now. It kind of sounded like you were saying that only people with spirit sense can see you. Of course that was a joke, duh. You don't really think I'm some kind of evil spirits, did you? We never said evil spirit. What are you talking about? Why did you bring up evil spirits? But yeah, I meant what I said about your spirit sense being strong. I bet you could down a whole gimlet in one gulp, seriously. That's the real reason I asked you to help me with this 7 Mysteries of Honjo business. Okay, let me just clarify something. You're saying you can actually see paranormal stuff. Sure, I could handle a solid Moscow mule. What? Why are you measuring this in terms of cocktails? Not a believer, huh? Well, that's no matter. But you have to have seen some weird stuff over the years, right? Weird stuff? Yeah, like things you could see but could never understand? You can't be serious. No, she's screwing with you badly, guy. About spirit sense. I've seen ghost photos in magazines before, but are you telling me they really exist? You bet they do. But you can only recognize them if you really believe in them, so be careful. So, even with my skill, I won't be able to see them if I doubt they exist? That's right, the spirit world is all about the mind and the soul. You won't be able to see a thing unless you're properly in tune. But sometimes people get caught up in a moment thinking they might see something, and then they really do because they believe they would. Alright, Discworld. Is that how that works? Yep, just like drinking. You'll never know how much booze you can handle unless you're ready to down some shots. Look, girl, we're gonna take you out drinking. I want to see how much you can down. I'm still not sure I get the drinking thing. You know, I realized how strange it was as the words left my mouth. Sheesh. She is weird. About alcohol. Totally unrelated, but do you actually drink? Real alcohol, I mean. Whoa, talk about whiplash. I didn't expect you to start making small talk. Well, our conversation was getting a bit dark. I figured a change of topic might... A change of talk... Help, I've gone retarded. I think... I could cut this out, but I won't, I promise, because then everybody in the call will get mad at me when this is on YouTube. I figured a change of topic might lighten things up. Oh, I see. If you really want to know. I like to think I can handle a few drinks. But to tell you the truth, I've never actually had a Moscow mule. Okay, I'm looking this up. Be right back. I think the first time we did this, Mike said that's a drink. Really now? I just thought it sounded cool. I'd like to try it, though. Why don't we go for a drink sometime, then? Ooh, are you asking me out? Ooh, so you are after something else. I said I was. No, that's not what I meant. But I mean, if you're offering. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'd be up for that. But only if we find one of the 7 mysteries. We get laid if we find one of the 7 mysteries. Come on, boys! We got a challenge! Moscow Mule is a vodka-based cocktail made with lime juice and ginger beer. Though the drink is associated with Russia for obvious reasons, it's actually an American invention, dates back to the 1940s. Moscow Mules are served in copper mugs because the cold metal insulates the liquid inside, keeping the cocktail cool. Ooh. I was for this all until I heard the ginger beer because I can't drink beer. You lost me at that. Alright then, let's get to work. Oh, we have more. And if you can believe that, there might be hope for you yet. You can't be serious. 7 mysteries about the 7 mysteries of Honjo. I just remembered I actually did some research on the 7 mysteries of Honjo at the library. You did? What did you find? Well, I discovered a few interesting things. Oh, tell me everything. Although they're called the 7 mysteries, the literature lists 9 of them. Oh, I'm surprised you picked up on that nice researching. Some people think there could be up to 15. That's the thing about these old folktale stuff gets added to them over the years. That's more extra stories than the main ones. Yeah, but 7 mysteries. Yeah, but the 7 mysteries rolls off the tongue way better than 9 or 15. It's also that a lot of places in Japan have specifically, they usually use the 7 mysteries thing. If you say so. But it makes sense, don't you think? It's more likely to be passed on if it's easy to remember. That's a good point. What about the 7 mysteries, okay? Are these really ghost stories? So I read some of the stories and none of them are, well, scary. I thought these were supposed to be ghost stories. Yeah, they're not usually not scary. That's true, they're more like a collection of superstitions, really. But there are some pretty disturbing ones in the mix. Yeah, like the one that's supposed to take place here, the Whispering Canal. People who fished in this canal would hear a voice call out saying, "Leave it." They had to abandon their catch or the canal would take it. Right. Is that what you're expecting to find here in this park? Not quite. We're talking about a folktale from hundreds of years ago. After centuries of the telephone game, who knows if it's anything like the original story? So basically, you think the true story of the Whispering Canal might be completely different from the one we know? Exactly, I'm sure it is. I mean, weren't you curious? About what? People from around here have that expression, left at the canal, right? Meaning to abandon someone. This story is where it comes from. Except the story being told today is about fish. There's nothing in it about leaving people behind. Now that you mention it, that is true. So you're saying the original story maybe did involve someone being abandoned? That's what I'm trying to find out. Ah, gotcha. Makes sense. About the rite of resurrection. Oh, by the way, we were talking about the rite of resurrection. Oh, your memory is as strong as your tolerance. I'm gonna start calling you Martini Man Shogo. You do, and you're gonna be the one left at the canal. I'm really climbing up the drink menu, huh? So you know about it, huh? The rite of resurrection? A magazine ran a feature on it recently that got practically everyone talking about it. Really? Maybe that's where I heard about it? Still, I don't know. It seems a little too far-fetched to be true. So the rite of resurrection is the forbidden art of bringing the dead back to life, concocted by a famous Honjo from an ancient age. Rumor has it an old manuscript containing actual concrete details about the rite was recently discovered. This rumor comes from a presentation given by the local historian Hideki Arashi at an academic conference. You sure know a lot about this stuff. That's because I'm secretly a huge occult buff. I kinda got that. Oh. It wasn't a secret. But if a researcher spoke about it at an academic conference, it must have some basis in fact. Exactly, that's why I believe the rite of resurrection is real. Now I'm starting to believe it too. You fool! Good, the pursuit of the unknown starts with belief. I got that from Professor Arashi himself. Wait, hang on, I've got another question. You mentioned the rite of resurrection. Are you looking for that too? Does it have something to do with the 7 mysteries of Honjo? Oh, you're sharp. I could cut my finger on you. To tell the truth, it's actually the other way around. What do you mean? Well, I started off searching for the rite of resurrection, but along the way I realized that I needed to investigate the 7 mysteries of Honjo first. I see, so then... Always be saving, chat. Oh, you're only giving us a certain amount of save. Oh, you're evil! You're only giving me 5 saves. What are you doing, game? That's vile. Why are you looking for the right? If you're looking into a way to bring someone back from the dead, does that mean you've got somebody you want to bring back? Oh, you know what? Forget it. This came to mind, so I thought I'd ask about it. Sorry to pry. No, it's fine. I figured I'd need to tell you at some point. It's Ogopogo. Ogopogo? Yeah, I want to bring Ogopogo back to life. He died in an accident about a month ago. Ogopogo died? Oh right, Ogopogo was my dog. I had him for 8 years. Oh, okay, your dog, gotcha. I've seen Pet Cemetery. You spent a long time together. Losing him must have been really hard for you. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not sure if the right work even works on dogs. But as soon as I found out about it, I knew I had to give it a try. I don't think I could forgive myself if I just let the opportunity pass by. Definitely, now I understand why you feel so strongly about it. Thanks for telling me. I know this must be hard to talk about. But you know what? All that led me to meeting you. So, at least something good came out of it. Though that doesn't mean I'll stop looking, obviously. Yoko, I'll do everything I can to help you. Yay, I'm so glad to hear that. Let's keep up the hard work, yeah? What's that got to do with the 7 mysteries? So, about the connection between this rite and the 7 mysteries. Putting together everything we've talked about, my guess is that the original stories behind the 7 mysteries, the true stories, are the key to finding the rite of resurrection? And that's why you're here searching for one of them? Do I have that right? Wow, 10 out of 10. You're proving to be quite the capable assistant. Wait, since when was I your assistant? Anyway, this is just hearsay, but some say that what led to the 7 mysteries coming to be was the rite of resurrection itself. Huh? Don't the stories come from the Edo period? I thought the rite of resurrection was supposed to be a way older than that. Right, it seems that the Onmyoji from the Edo period rediscovered the ancient art. That old manuscript I mentioned with the details on how to use the rite, apparently it was written in the Edo period. Oh right, I never told you its name. The manuscript's called the Record of Fates. Whoa, what a name. And it's speculated that the secret of the rite is hidden within the 7 mysteries of Honjo. So now the 7 mysteries are a hot new trend. Among who? You know this whole thing's starting to sound pretty questionable. Come on, remember what I said about pursuit of the unknown? It starts with belief, right? So how's the chat enjoying? No! Okay. God just got pissed at us. Alrighty then. What the hell? It feels like the air just changed. Yoko, are you okay? Hey, what's wrong? Stay with me. No, this can't be. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know the rule. If you look bad, bad things happen. So look back. Are you screwing with me? Woman? If I feel eyes on my back, I can't move. Is there something behind me? Did I miss it? Yoko's pointing over here, but I don't see anything out of the ordinary. I don't get this. What did I do? What's going on? Did something happen? Yoko? She's frozen in time, isn't she? Oh! Dear God! Possession. Huh? Not okay. What the? What is something? What is it? Why is this happening? I think this is a good spot to save it, chat. So, next time we'll find out exactly what is happening. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to let me know what horror games you might like to see me play. Bye, guys.